A very good morning. Welcome to New Vision TV News around Uganda. I am Roy Thinaseje, and here we look at stories making headlines across the country. We kick-start off today's bulletin from MBALE. For the last 3 days, about 10,000 people have been visiting Mandela National Stadium, MBALE in Wakiso, to take part in this year's Harvest Money Expo. This year's expo was well organized and attracted more exhibitors and suppliers of agriculture inputs and equipment than last year's. Organized by Vision Group, the expo is the largest farming event in Uganda. According to Vision Group events manager Joelia Naboma, the over 10,000 people included farmers who attended 9 training sessions each day and people who come to see and buy agriculture items on the exhibition stalls. During the 3 days, the 4 training halls at the stadium were filled to capacity. Inside the halls, farmers took notes and asked facilitators questions regarding the topic of the training. The training sessions centered on piggery, poultry, goat and cattle rearing, farm and soil management, tree farming, markets and financing, beekeeping and passion fruits, as well as urban farming. Moving on to Mbarara district, the police in Rizu region last week arrested Umar Asimwe, the ANKOLE Kingdom self-styled king. His arrest followed several hours of interrogation at Rizu region police headquarters in Mbarara and was detained at Mbarara Central Police Station with 4 of his agents. Asimwe, who calls himself Rubambasi Ntari the Sixth, had earlier been summoned by the police over alleged sectarian utterances but was reportedly defiant. Asimwe is alleged to have made the utterances during a press conference at his palace in Itaba, Chabanyoro, Rampara County in Mbarara district. His utterances followed last week's directive by the gender minister Janat Mukwaya, who ordered the police to arrest Asimwe if he does not stop his activities related to the creation of a cultural institution in ANKOLE. And news coming in from MBALE district, a man suspected to have conned Mohamud Masaba, the MBALE National Resistance Movement vice chairperson, of cars and other valuables at his home has been arrested and detained at MBALE Central Police Station. Elgon Regional Police spokesperson Munswa Suwed said Asman Masudi was arrested on Friday in MBALE town. Suwed said Masudi was arrested on the advice from the MBALE senior resident state attorney. Masaba had written a letter notifying the secretariat about the matter and asked the party to intervene. Masaba's wife, Rehema Musanji, and the children had taken refuge at her parents' home in Malari, a suburb of MBALE. She said the conman had passports with different names, which included Subga Haki Osman Ibrahim, whereas at the South African Traffic Counter Office, he used Ohoi in Subga as his name, and in another passport number B0429006, he used Palampande Abdu Majidu. He said Masudi recently uses Amuzata Kidandere on his WhatsApp line, which is his real name. Recently, Masudi approached Masaba and struck a deal to exchange his house with 2 cars, a BMW, a Benz, yet the cars did not have proper documents. The area also chairperson was invited and also turned for the deal without the notice of Musanga's wife. News from Kampala. The Specialized Intellectual Property Enforcement Police Unit, jointly with the Uganda Reproduction Rights Organization Enforcement Team, have seized 13,000 copies of duplicated school textbooks around different parts of the city. The operation follows a complaint in January by some publishers of the books after realizing that their books were being sold on streets without their authorization. Uganda Reproduction Rights Organization was licensed by the Uganda Registration Services Bureau to enforce copyrights. The team discovered 4 stores in Maria Galleria shopping mall on Dunster Street in Kampala. And moving on to Bundibujo district, the police is holding Juliet Bira Muchumba, 26 years, for throwing a newborn baby in a pit latrine. The incident happened in Kisoho village, Butama parish in Buganikere town council in Bundibujo district. Taban Swaib, the Bundibujo district police commander, said investigations reveal that Bira is the prime suspect. The baby was recovered and rushed to Bundibujo General Hospital. The baby was still alive and in intensive care unit. Jamima Zabake, the resident of Chisonko and a neighbor of Bira, said she had a baby crying loud and alerted the authorities. Finally, from MPIGI, district police have detained an 18-year-old man for allegedly defiling 2 girls and attempting to defile another while going to fetch water from the village well. Joseph Musana, the police publicist of Katonga region, said the suspect was identified as Moses Kayongo, a resident of Magenja village in Kamengo sub-county in MPIGI district. Kayondo was arrested after one of the parents of the victims reported at Kamengo police station a case of defilement of her 6-year-old daughter. Kayondo had just been released from Kampidingisa Rehabilitation Center in MPIGI over defilement. And that's all we had for you. Thank you for watching. Be sure to catch more news updates and other programs here on New Vision TV by visiting our website www.newvision.co.ug. I am Ruth Naseje.